Okay, guys, welcome. It's game number 1, and we have the TTL logo missing. Okay, we're fine. Evacuation game number 1. Reminder that the players are starting into the Arabia-like island with a bunch of hunt around, a bunch of hunt that they will have to get from the green area, the other island. That's quite far away, but you still have the scout to block, or why not even to lure the boars with. We've seen that in Hidden Cup 5 a lot of times, and well, players usually like giving up some HP from the scout to lure. You can also send the veil and block it with the scout, so you don't have any damage, but any damage on the scout, I meant. But it's the walking time that matters, right? That's a lot of walking time. That villager is not gathering any resources. So, yeah. Not necessarily worth it. Miguel is going to move a bunch of villagers onto this side. That's really great for him because he has all of those deers next to the berries. He can put a mill there. The mill is discounted. Then a lumber camp here. So basically, he has 2 economic buildings at with the same investment as he would just put a single one. Japanese versus Persians, both of them are going up with some investment into fish. Miguel is even adding an extra fishing ship due to all of that saving in terms of wood from the economic buildings. And he's at 4 fishing ships. A second dock will probably follow, maybe here somewhere. Would like it here. It has 3 deep fish close by. What's Mihai attacking? Just random things. There will be some fight for water. And I think it's worth it. Miguel's fishing ships are more efficient as soon as the game develops or as the game advances. And his fish traps too. So if you want to take control of over the water, fish booming is absolutely an option. And we have both of them into the feudal age. Mihai is preparing a land transition, however. Not gonna invest in water just yet. Miguel is only making 2 galleys to snipe the fish, and yeah, I mean, Mihai will have a defensive fire ship that will probably keep those galleys away, especially if they will not have fletching. I wonder if Miguel will scout anytime soon that range. The range already has an archer in production. In the meantime, he's moving more veils to probably put down that mill that I was talking about. I like walling here. There's the range. He scouted it, and he knows that he will probably need to go put down a tower. Eventually, I don't think he can... Oh, the tower is going up here. That's interesting because this doesn't give him access to gold. But he's moving on to stone. Okay, I like this a lot. If you invest it on water, usually you won't have immediately the resources to invest into both a barracks and an archer range. So might as well, by the time you have the resources to make an archer range and a couple of skirms in defense as well, to defend with towers. Which Miguel is doing. Apparently he's only gonna long distance mine. He only has... He needs a 125 food. So now he's gonna leave 1 more veil for a second tower on the gold. I like that. I really, really like that. Hey, Airbase. Good to see you here. Hey. Guys, claps in the chat for Airbase for winning the Unsung Hero and the Contributor of the Year. He absolutely deserves all of that with his tournament contributions, adminning. Very nice and helpful usually in chat. So he absolutely deserves it. He's a gem for us. There's a tower going up on the gold, like expected. We will have a couple of scrims in defense. There's another tower defending all of this eco. Miguel is fine. And Mihai will be in a situation where he lost some of his fish. He invested into military that didn't get enough damage done. Might lose a villager to a random scout because he's not reacting to it. Okay. A second one, Mihai. I don't imagine a better position for Miguel right now. I don't imagine a better position for Miguel. He's about to click up soon. He's defending with scrims. Mihai is super focused on the forward aggression. Too focused, I would say. Mihai? How is that scout? Oh my god, finally, thank you. How did that scout pick up 3 villagers full HP like it was nobody's business? Like, it was nothing. Miguel finally lost an eco unit as well. But he still has the fish. He's getting fletching. He had to run away with it though. Adding a couple of fire ships. He's going heavily into water. But I don't quite understand Miguel's stubbornness to stay on this wood. I imagine he would want to transport more vills. Well, not transport, but send them here. Mihai is putting a tower there, but it was a bit too close to the wood line, so that was in Miguel's vision, and now Miguel is just going to move to this wood line because what's 50 wood invested into a lumber camp? Nothing. Mihai has scouts though, so the scrim defense might not be enough. It's 50 wood. What did I say? Did I not say 50 wood? It's nothing. Okay. Moving on. It's a lot of army. A lot of army. Miguel still has villagers on stone, but he might have to abandon that position. Okay, well, remember when I said I could not imagine a better position for Miguel to be in? I feel like ever since that moment, everything went downhill. Stupid question, but it's just a building that take extra damage on cracked terrain or units too. Only buildings. Only buildings. Right? Well, I thought it's only buildings. Isn't it units too? Well, I don't know actually, because I responded so convinced that it's only buildings. I was so convinced that I immediately doubted myself. It is only buildings. Okay. Thanks for confirming. T West. Yeah. Okay. You see, I hate that I am like that sometimes. I feel like sometimes I'm lacking so much confidence in my knowledge that it makes no sense. Like, I knew it's only buildings, but as soon as I said it's so convinced, and then I was like, wait, is it only buildings? I really don't want to send here Misinformation, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. 0B610C03E8. That's a very thoughtful username. Except his behavior. This stream is all about misinformation. What do you mean? The confidence will come when you're no longer up and coming. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue. A very good game from Mihai. Very good recovery. He took a lot of damage early on, but Miguel was kind of threw off of his track. I don't know exactly what happened there, or how did he manage to fall back behind so quickly. I think he underestimated how much military Mihai has on the field, or how committed was he on fighting for land, which makes sense since he kind of gave up water. He was just defending with the minimum investment. So yeah. Also, I saw, I think it was our hobo earlier saying, I really enjoy your casting today. You're improved so much over the last months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I think, honestly, I think so too. I will take that compliment because I've been trying to, and I did work on my casting and on my knowledge, even if not every time you guys can see that, but I've been trying, and it's nice to see it recognized. So Persians winning against Japanese, we will have probably Mihai's home map, and that's 45 clearing. And looking at these sieves, usually you see the arena-like sieves on 45 clearing, I feel like. What will Miguel play? Chinese? I don't think I've seen Chinese on that map being played before. I suppose versus Bengalis. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, you see Poles usually. Poles were super picked in the early stages of Poles, right? After they were released, people were playing them on arena like crazy. I don't see Poles' answer to Elephant Archers. Trash from the back. I mean, it has to, but if you're saying trash from the back, I take that as like a bit of a trolley, a meme strat, if that makes any sense. A bit of an, well, not necessarily all in, but, well, I don't know, it could be interesting to see. I was about to say that polls were super often picked early on, just because of their bonuses, right? You would get 10% of the food from the farm instantly. You would get 33, or was it? I think it was 50% initially, and after that it was patched. The trickle between the gold and stone for every. For every 10 stone you would collect, you would get 5 gold. But now that was patched to, I think, 30 or 33%, something like that. And the farm was nerfed to 8. So I feel like that was enough of a change to make a difference in their boom skills. Let's just put it like that. I'm surprised, and it could absolutely be trash from the back, because you only have stone walls forward. You will have to be quite creative with this. Or actually it's just feudal boom. I don't see any villagers moving forward, and he absolutely could go just feudal boom for his farming bonus. Feudal boom is often a strategy on this map. Miguel has both the stone and the gold forward in front of his TC, so they will be pressured first later on in early imp. I can't remember seeing pulse on this map. I can't either. But I just feel like Miguel needs to have a really well-prepared strat. Because... Oh. Because... 1 second. I was saying that because otherwise... There's no point. Like, you had way better civs available to pick in for this map. So, scout. Yeah, you see, Mihai is expecting some shenanigans. Like, this is a bit crazy for me. For me to witness. Mihai went 24 pop up. Or something like that. Or maybe a bit earlier than that. And scouts. Mihai is playing Arabia, but he's just going to face stone walls. Mihai was so close. Yeah, because I think he was surprised of the pulse pick and he was expecting either a Thrush. 20 pop-up, he got +2 with Bengalis. Yeah, that makes sense. I really like how Miguel is walling again. He's using the stone walls. He will have all of this space for folwarks. Which is pretty good. I don't like that. Oh, never mind. I thought it's a blacksmith. I was about to say I don't like that folwark. A blacksmith because it takes the space from the folwark. But no. Good job. Good job. Mihai is starting to go on gold. He invested so much into scouts. He has 3 scouts on the field. Where's that Vil going? I'm guessing just to wall here as well. But Mihai doesn't have horse collar either, so he went fast feudal into scouts, but he's not getting the eco upgrades. I think that's a mistake. Miguel, however, is going to lose his scout here. Mihai is going to continue chase him, and there's nothing Miguel can do about it. Except maybe a barracks and a spear. That's gonna come in time. I really don't like no horse collar either. And I don't like that Mihai is not walling here either. He has such good walls. To be prepared. Look at Miguel's resources. He's on stone as well. You always want to be on stone with poles. Even if you don't fully rely on the trickle that you get, you can sell it. Because you don't care about booming later on, you will still have those people on stone. So I think that's exactly what Miguel is going to do here. There's the second building, there's the market as well. Yeah, sold 100 stone, and up he goes. Mihai is selling his stone as well, and they're actually going to click up to the next stage in about the same time. Miguel is still waiting for the stable to go up. Mihai, 25 seconds idle TC time. I don't like that at all as well, because that's one full villager. And both of them clicked up to the next stage in the exact same time. There goes Miguel's scout soon. The Bengali economy will look nothing compared to Poles. Well, Bengalis get 2 extra villagers, so they will be 4 vills ahead in Castle Age. And then even more in Nymph. Mihai will put a castle down. Might be forward because he already has scouts for map control. Miguel is not going to scout any of that, perhaps. Well, 3 eco veils. 3 more veils, I mean, because of the 26 idle DC time. I feel like Mihai has enough military to support a castle drop here. No horse collar still hurts. I do agree with that. But yeah, I feel like Miguel is trying to hide his scouts. I think Mihai wants to put a castle exactly where that hill is. Or maybe the other one as well, and he still has access to gold. And he's trying to pressure or to push from this side. Miguel might want a castle for Schlachta privileges. He has a good boom and then just flood knights. Or cavaliers in their limb. So yeah, either or. Hey Dan, how's it going? Castle on his real face. I really like that castle position. Yeah, it was expected since he has the resources outside the wall to get it. Castle could be more forward. I doubt it. I doubt it. In the meantime, Miguel is trying to hit Mihai's base. Horse collar is in. Finally, better late than never. But yeah, wheelbarrow on the way as well. Couple of scouts. No light cav upgrade yet. So Mihai could afford it if he wanted to. And we're gonna have Bengalis monks on the field. Way more armor on them as well. They can survive a couple of hits from the scouts, but Miguel actually did the light cav upgrade. 4 relics on the outer area as well. 5 on the inside. Mihai has complete control of the ones inside, since he will have unique units on the field as well. And the unique unit is ranged. Well, actually has both a range and a melee mode, but the range one can just snipe the monks. Hey, Commissar, thank you so much for the 13 months. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you here. Okay. Okay, okay. Nice job from Mihai. I almost wanted to say saving his scout, but that didn't happen. Mihai already with a relic in. We'll probably go for this one closer to his base yet. Light cap from Mihai is still being pesky. I wonder how Mihai is planning on dealing with all of that. But just among behind the walls and houses, apparently. Where's Miguel going? Oh, is Miguel going to drop the castle in Mihai's real back? He might be going for it. He still has 9 people on stone. Oh, he's actually just moving here with a DC. Never mind. Oh, I was concerned for Mihai for a second. Guys, for those of you that are new here, this is deep Mihai territory. And I was quite upset the other day seeing him lose against Prisma, even though Prisma did play out of his minds. It would have been a bit risky, but Miguel is not paying attention. He was not building with all the vills, and those already have 10 stone on their hands. We'll have to go drop it here to this TC. Mihai is going up to the next stage. So 52 vills. He only invested into 2 TC. He's going into some sort of 2 TC fest-ish imp. Will be great for trebs from the forward castle. Could hit the monastery. That's forward as well. Could hit the TC. This castle is good for trap production, but didn't do too much other than just force some stone walls. I mean, Mihai can't reach this stone or this gold, so Miguel honestly is not getting it either, but has access to so much more. Scratch that, actually. I did say has access to so much more resources and so much more gold, but actually that's Miguel's only gold. And that vill right there is the first villager that's actually going on to gold. He was kind of just staying on the pulse bonus, just staying on stone, that he will sell probably, or he might sell it for a better uptime. Never mind, he just put a defensive castle and he's trying to go for him, but the second castle is going forward and the second castle really denies this gold. A castle on Mihai's base would be crazy. Would it be that crazy though? What would a castle in Mihai's base do? Push him off of the farms, which is great. But right now, does Mihai really needs those farms? Because Mihai could just move all of his vills in the middle and there's stone and gold in the middle as well. He needs to get traps over. Or he could just ignore it and continue push. Okay, killing 2 TCs, I agree with that. Also, I didn't say this, but I did see your message in chat, and I agree with you that Mihai should put down more villagers, more TCs to get free villagers on the way up. Though I don't think that was something he could afford. Oh, actually, he's putting that 30 TC as soon as I'm saying he couldn't have done it earlier. Yeah. Don't think necessarily he was thinking a lot about that, but no, not there. Miguel is just playing safe. He just wants control over this gold. Like you can't understand Miguel. Miguel has no idea what's forward though. And of course, as soon as I'm saying that, I think he has Lycav forward, but to be honest, the Lycav is idle, so maybe he completely forgot. He's very preoccupied with what's going on in his base. He's been patrolling with those Lycav since late feudal. Yeah, but how much damage does those Lycav get? Not too much. Mihai doesn't care about that monk converting. Does Mihai have devotion? I don't think so. No, I didn't see him getting it. He's going to try to circle around to get more damage with the Lycav from the middle. But I don't think he's gonna get too much damage. I mean, there are these villagers exposed here on stone. But obviously Miguel does not know about them. And now he lost that castle. He lost a TC here. And this is a free road into Miguel's eco. I like how he's trying to expand on the sides as well. However, losing all those farms hurts. He does have wood to make more of them on the side, but yeah, not something that you would want. Mihai will soon have the eco to put down a defensive castle, and I love that. Just by the time Miguel gets here with his units. There's 29 military units right now to only 10 from Miguel. Mihai is behind in eco, but Miguel's eco is, what, 30% of it idle? We do have winged hussars on the field. Never mind. Mihai, I think, is just about to close down the gap in villagers here. In villager numbers. There's the defensive castle I was talking about earlier. Lykev is in, but quick walls are on point. There was a slight overchop, and that's how they got in, by the way. But Mihai is going to lose a couple of vills. Not the end of the world. He has a defensive castle now. Military from this side, from Miguel, won't do too much damage now, because there's going to be units and possibly even traps against the potential castle drop. Miguel trying to hide vills in the corner. Just kidding. No, he was just trying to escape from this gold, but he lost the full war. He's gonna lose all of these ones. It's looking rough. It's looking really rough for him. Still has 88 vills. Only 2 vills difference now. His pop is close to 100. Mihai is sitting at 125. And still producing. Constantly eco and military. I don't think Light Cav alone will do the trick. He doesn't have a castle. Oh, he does have one single castle, actually. He doesn't have the unique tech. But I feel like even with unique tech, you don't want hussars to be your main comp against Ratas. Elite Rata is not in yet. No, Mihai struggled to get to the resources. And honestly, going 2TC Imperial Age doesn't give you enough eco to afford all of the upgrades. Chemistry is only getting in now. And Mihai is actually missing some armor on all of those. Even getting the relics from his opponent, he already has 5. All the ones in the middle. There still is this one. I don't... Yeah, Mihai didn't scout it. None of the players did, actually. Mihai has no clue he can switch to melee mode. Hey, Phosphor, how's it going? Good to see you here. By the way, run away from Hussar. I think he was just microing, but absolutely you can switch to melee mode and just kill everything. I think he's just not concerned at all with microing the switching between the modes at all. You see those villagers that I was saying that Miguel didn't find them? Well, they're dead. They're dead, and Mihai's finally walling where he should have earlier on. I feel like... I mean, it's still protection from the light cav raids, but he absolutely has the... is dictating the game right now. Did he not... He did scout it that he has an outpost there, for God's name. Okay, well... There's a lot of military that's idle here that could pressure some more here. I actually have no idea why Mihai is not putting all of those Ratas on... the melee mode and just patrol them everywhere. That's quite funny. Hey Apex, thank you so much for the 12 months. I really appreciate it. 1 full year of support. Thank you so much, Apex. Another castle forward. Yeah, I mean, the trap can still kill the TC regardless, but oh my god, he even left the Gate open for a split second. Gate falls to the trap, and all of those ratas will break in towards Miguel's relocated eco. In the meantime, Miguel had no idea about this happening. Those ratas denied this TC and killing more eco as well. Eco KD right now is 65 to 29. So all of Miguel's boom won't matter. Dromophobia, thank you for the follow. Is that a fear of dromons? And thank you for the primes. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all your support. Fear of roads? Okay, okay. I was just trying to make it fun. I'm trying, guys. Fear of roads. And you're watching a civil engineer's stream. You're feeling lucky today. How many kills on those ratas? 68. Just look away. Oh, let's go! Mihai fighting in melee mode and Miguel calls the GG. Coincidence? I think not. Who messaged him on Steam? Melee mode into GG. Correct. 2-0. Mihai played a game yesterday against Prisma, where he was the favorite, in my opinion. Lost. And then he was like, wait a second, TTL Gold is not exactly a tournament that I should take for granted. And he put on his big boy pants and he's now leading with 2-0. So, yeah, good game so far. This game was absolutely over. I mean, we have 98 pop to 177. Miguel threw this game. I don't think at any point Miguel had the advantage, so we can say that he threw the game. However, there were some decisions from Mihai that were definitely questionable. So this is a player 3 format. Every game counts. Mihai is 2-0 right now. He secured the win of the set, but a game win could still help Miguel. 4 points. Every game matters. So let's see. We will have a post loss to Bengalis. And now game number 3 is going to be played on Mihai's home map, which is Kilimanjaro. And he's probably going to be playing Mongols versus Chinese. We might see there. It's their first pick. Yeah, it's Chinese Mongols. Game started. And I'm in the spectator lobby right now. Tomorrow, by the way, just a quick update on the schedule. Tomorrow we have Ganji versus Say My Name. Also, I'm going to be working on uploading everything the previous sets on YouTube. So we make sure that they stay there for people that want to watch them. Ganji versus Say My Name is going to be playing at 13 GMT. And then we have Saturday a couple of games. What do we have? Siskan versus Running, Kingston versus Z40, and nothing else until Sunday when Louis Say My Name is going to play and Ganji versus Stone Please. I think on Sunday... No, Ganji versus Stone Please is on Tuesday. Never mind. Forget that. I think on Sunday we have Vivi versus Guki. I'm hyped for that. What about Phosphor versus Beer Show match? That would be nice to cast if I'm available. I'm not 100% sure yet. In the next couple of days, my schedule is going to be a bit busy. Might get some more in. People are scheduling their round 2. That's also true. Yeah, this set wasn't scheduled yesterday, and it just... I promise that I won't stream today. And then I open Wikipedia first thing in the morning. That's my new schedule, guys. I open my eyes and I open Wikipedia. And then I saw Miguel versus Mihai are playing, so... Yeah. Change of plans. Can be an up-and-comer streaming and not stream. True. True. Are you sure you're not Neely? Well, no one saw me and Neely in the same room, so I'm not commenting on that statement. Guys, Mihai's playing in yellow as Mongols. We have Miguel on the opposite side playing as Chinese. We saw this map yesterday as well. Mihai picked it, well, didn't pick it as his home map, but it was the game number 1 map. And his strategy there was to go FC as fast as possible. He did play some Feudal Age with a range, but the range was in defense and the archers were defending from behind the walls. He did die to heavy aggression from his opponent. Mongols, on the other side, kinda have to be the ones that dictate the game because of their timings, I feel like. Quite the aggressive civ, I would call it. He might have other plans for this. His gold is forward, his stone is forward. Also, his base is not as easy as yesterday to wall. You can always wall with these wood lines. But it's dangerous because they're sparse and overchop potential is at maximum. Yesterday we saw the mill on berries. Oh, never mind. That's a house. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, the first meal goes on the shore fish because it's the fastest source of food income, and you have 400 food there. Hey, Cami, good to see you here. 20 months. Thank you for all of them. Happy times. Hi, good to see you here. Thank you. Hey, everyone. Can Mihai make use of Mongols to make up for Chinese extra vil start and, you know, just their good eco with their cheap technologies? I feel like you want to change your strat and to go very aggressive. And he is going up 18 pop. Nothing on gold yet. If this is going to be a second lumber camp, I expect scouts opening then. Yeah. It's going to be a scouts opening. Everything is on food. Miguel is actually about to find Mihai's extra sheep. The other way around. I was gonna say Mihai is going to find Miguel's extra sheep, but Miguel actually has found them before and sending them back to the TC. Oh my god, everyone is here. Margugo is here. Dark Noob is here. A good little sub. Foggyland. Miguel is going up as well. And I was actually looking at Miguel's base earlier. I just realized when I was saying that Mihai is going to open scouts. It's okay, I was right. Mihai is still going to open scouts. He's trying to deny the walls. He has a Feudal Age scout though. Yeah, Miguel should have fought earlier with both of the wheels, and now he's actually going to lose one. A second one, perhaps? He doesn't want to lose a scout. Nice. Stable, going out for him as well. Again, you see, all of these sparse wood lines are very dangerous. Over chops can be seen left and right, and Miguel is actually getting quite the damage from that spear. Mihai continuing this aggression into a range, and I absolutely love that. I feel like he learned yesterday that on this map, scouts plus archers and heavy aggression is the way to go, just because it's so hard to defend. Walls with a TC. He has a big, compact, cozy base, but he doesn't have access to gold. So that could turn to be quite problematic. Especially if Archer's gonna follow up. And not just about the gold, but he's going to run out of this wood line. You're gonna only have this wood line if you're parking archers behind all of that. That's denied. Great base, just nothing's in it. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Miguel will have a couple of scouts, but scouts won't defend against all of that. Scouts could go around and try to get some damage from Mihai's base, but Mihai will have spears in defense. He is working on walling in his base as well. Blacksmith is going up, Fletching will probably follow on those archers, and we already have a spear and 2 archers forward. It's very hard to play from Miguel's position right now. I feel like a tower will be forced soon, but where do you even put the tower? Do you put it here to get control over the gold later on? You put it here to protect your berries and the only wood line that you have left in your base. Oh, and that's open. Overchop on the berries. Oh. Oh no. There's a spear here as well, so those 2 scouts from Miguel won't even be able to push this away. Spear is still alive. But Miguel has his own spears now. He pushed all of this away, saved that veil, but he lost 4 in the process though. He lost 4 in the process, and in the meantime now, Miguel had 3 scouts forward as well. He has a lot of military still on the field. But will he be able to do enough damage with it though? I missed this. What happened to Deeker? Deacon proved to be very hard to schedule with. He, again, admin wins and so on. So he was disqualified. And Guki was promoted to Gold League instead. It's a lot of scouts. They don't have armor though. And a couple of them are low HP. So there's a spear there. And yeah, I mean... he won't be able to take that engagement. Good luck to Guki then. I am rooting for her. We will see her play on Sunday versus Vivi. It's a bit... of a pressure. Where did I see Vivi versus Gookie? I think I saw it in the scheduling channel. Let me just confirm that really quick. Yeah, exactly. Boss, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate it. What a first matchup. Yeah, exactly. You have a nice surprise of being promoted to gold, but you are going to be facing Vivi, so... I think Vivi was in... Still in gold or in platinum? I don't remember exactly. Okay, so nice job from Miguel securing that gold. How is the wood situation looking like? We're still on this wood line. We're cooking for now. Also, a bit lucky to... Oh, Mihai! Always patrol your military units, guys. But that's a lot of spears. And Miguel still can't take that engagement. However, he took a lot of HP down off of those archers. And now it's a bit more dangerous for Mihai to just hoover around with them, around the towers, since they could be picked off by them. Vivi, Slam, and Overtaken have been in platinum. Thank you, Llama Drama. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so... Vivi was in platinum, and now Gookie's gonna face him. It's probably a bit of pressure for her. However, I believe in her. I think she took a game off of Barrels. I don't see why she couldn't take some games off of him. Armor is in on those scouts, but still so many spears. The archers are trying to get in the choke point, and they're getting archers, and the pathing is helping me scale a bit. Also, Vivi came pretty close to beating Tato for the Garrison qualifier. True, they actually took that to game 7, didn't they? Probably the longest game of the set. Double stable from Miguel now. On top of the existing one is going to be heavy aggression with probably 3 stable knights. Or camels. Stab lancers could be a legit problem if you don't have access to camels. However, Mihai has added a second archer range, and it's most likely big cav archers. Mihai loves to play cav archers and faster firing from Mongols. Mihai will take that. Maybe a second TC on the hill. On this hill. Is this even a hill? This is not a hill. I'm sorry. This is... Okay. Uh-oh. Don't let them in. Second TC forward versus 3 stables sounds like an amazing idea. Well, he has to, Margugu, right? He's gonna run out of wood line. Where are you putting a second TC? Here? I mean... Well, just on a side. I mean, this is more of a side than forward. This is... I consider this to be more of a side than forward. Not a big fan of this, because, well, that's... You would need a lumber camp there as well, but I guess you can just run your wood line. Stay humble. I am very humble. I would like a monastery from Mihai whenever he can afford it. He does have access to a market, so he could use it whenever he has some gold float. No +2 on those camels. But that's not what I'm concerned with. What I'm mostly concerned with is the hole in Mihai's wall. No, never mind. He covered that. He's a professional. What could Mihai do against scorpions and camels? CA and mangonels. It's easier to snipe the mangonels though with the camels. I agree with that. I think Mihai just needs a monastery. And he's fine. Elite manga dice. I love when people are talking about a legit early Castle Age comp and we're answering with late imp. I love that. Siege Onager, exactly. Drill Siege, Drill SO. Right? Right. Hey Nikov, Elite Manga Dice and Drill Onagers are everything that's right in AoE. I think Drill Onager is my favorite unique tech in the game. Miguel is winning. Well, he has more military. He is playing as Chinese, has a second TC that I like more than Mihai's, but we're not gonna talk about that. See, Mihai is doing the best he can to keep that wood count up there. But he's failing with the production. Now all of his vills are going to move here. Eco KD is still in Mihai's favor. Idle TC quite similar, so Miguel should have more vills. However, he added the second TC later. And he is actually 6 vills behind. Also, there's Horse Collar. And no Bowsaw for Miguel. No Bowsaw with Chinese. Hurts a bit, right? You have discounts on all of your technologies. Mihai is trying to create some choke points, but he will lose a couple of vills. He's currently fighting camels with villagers, but all of those CA are in a choke point. Ballistics is in. Honestly, in situations like this, I would like to see Thumb Ring before Ballistics. When your opponent is trying to force those fights. There's the forward siege you guys were talking about. And it's on top of the hill. And that's annoying to fight, I feel like. Even if you go defensively on with siege. I like that outpost there. It's not gonna go up though, unfortunately. But it's okay. Mihai scouted the siege workshop, so he knows what to expect. He does have 8 on stone. A defensive castle is something that he's thinking about. I want to see Rocketry Corpse. Because they're gonna be all dead. Or was that a mistake and you wanted to say his corpse? Yeah, that's probably more... Oops. That was a bit of a morbid joke. Where's Thumb Ring? We don't have food for Thumb Ring, but we will have a mangonel out to deal with the scorpions, surely. Anytime soon. Yeah, see, Thumb Ring would be huge right now. Also, I feel like usually you do want to keep those in a choke point. However, when you're fighting camels, it's a bit problematic because once the camels get their sword on you, they will do a lot of damage. With scorpions behind, Mihai can't reroll either. Scuffing game sounds. I'm sorry. I'll fix that in a second. Okay, should be all good now. My bad, my bad. Mangonel is on the way, and the CA will get rid of the light calves that were kinda going around. There's a hole. There's a hole, but Miguel doesn't want to dive in quite yet. Third TC from Mihai. Still stone in the back of that TC, so safe. 26 military to 32. Mihai only has CA and one hero mangonel that is probably hoping to get rid of the scorpions. Not a dig at you or T90. Watching your stream for 30 minutes makes me realize how much more T90 talks. Casting is hard. Why would that be a dig at T90 though? I mean, there's a reason why he's the best caster in the scene. Also, he has been doing this for decades, and I started to cast 2 years ago, so not quite comparable, but yeah, I mean, he's an absolutely professional. Still appreciate you being here though. So what could Mihai do now other than try to force a defensive castle somewhere? Maybe on between those lumber camps to protect that goal, to protect the TC, to protect Miguel, to stop Miguel from going in the back of his base. I mean, I could see that happening. Also, maybe on this hill to take control over more wood, because Mihai could be out of wood or good wood lines soon. Currently, he's taking this one that's... Well, actually, he has this one in the corner. He's fine. Would you consider Mihai top 10 or top 20? Top 20 for sure. Top 10 is very hard to say. I feel like nowadays we have a clear top 3 or 4, and everything until 16 or 20 is very mixed in. Mihai trying to snipe that mangonel and doing a very good micro against the camels as well. Mangonel is down. Now those CA can push everything. Mihai is 100 stone away from a castle, and where will the castle go? Mihai, garrison the TC, please. Okay. We have ballistics. Thumb ring is still not in, which bothers me deeply. Monks are down. They do get a conversion in, but it's not going to do too much. And there's actually a castle forward coming from Miguel. Miguel is in a really good spot right now. And Mihai is trying to... I don't like that castle. Oh, I don't like that castle, guys. Mihai is doing an all-in move here. That castle is next to a TC, next to Miguel's castle. Mangonel and camels and monks will absolutely deny the heck out of that castle. The monks will find it. The monk doesn't have to fight it to find it. Miguel has extra line of sight with Chinese on that TC. On top of the fact that he has town watch as well. Is it a necessary castle though? Lost without it? I mean, I don't know. Is it completely lost without it? What happens if the castle goes up here, where initially it should have went? You have all this eco protected, and you try to go to Imp after you seed more farms, obviously. He's 3 TCs and has 8 people on food for a while. Underhill Mongol, it's not winnable. I don't know. That's interesting, because I would think that Mongols have to drag this game late. They're okay if they defend and they go late game versus Chinese. They have amazing siege. They have manga dice. I feel like it's hard for Chinese to deal with all of that. It's getting very tricky for Mihai. I mean, I can understand wanting to play and not just call the game now. You're still at 120 pop, and this is still late Castle Age. However, Miguel will go up, and once Miguel will go up, he will have traps on the hill. That castle from Mongols won't do anything under hill against all of those traps. He does have one in his initial base in defense to defend from potential camel raids. However, long term, I think he's not in a great spot. 42 people on food finally, but that transition into that amount of farms took so long. And I feel like having more vills on food earlier on it would have been way better, because now you're Mongols and you kind of have like close to 50 people on food, which later in the game you don't necessarily want that. One person on gold for Mihai. And looking around the map, I don't see where Mihai could take more gold from. There's this one. Doesn't have access to the one in the middle. He has Imp in the queue. But Imp into what exactly? He sees the second castle. He will have to run. There's nothing other than better wood lines behind. Oh, he has a relic. Could snipe that one. Thumb ringing earlier is also way better. That's true. That's true. I'm a big fan of thumb ring early. For sure. Especially when you see the opponent wanting to force the fights. That reload time and also the accuracy being improved matters a lot. Also, now we have Chukonus with the extra projectile shooting at your army behind those camels. I feel like heavy camel plus Chukonu with rocketry is deadly, and not necessarily only in this scenario, but against any other civ. He's getting +2. He is making a transition on to what? I could see a couple of Lycav for raids. I could see him starting to make camels, but camel is not your best unit against Chinese camels that are fully upgraded, while yours are not getting the last armor. Masonry won't help you too much. There's only 79 stone in the bank, and those are 2 traps from the hill attacking this. Another castle coming forward from Mihai. There's +2 and heavy camel in the queue already from Miguel. Miguel is even putting a defensive castle to help him against potential raids. Oh no, even finding this TC on stone. Yeah, light cav raids will start soon, but they won't be able to find any damage. Mihai will just run his units into castles. Elite Chukonu, chemistry and rocketry. Okay, this is a brutality to watch. Mihai has no chance from here, I agree. I absolutely agree. He's still up to 1. He lost the set, but yeah, it's like Marugo said earlier, losing the game yesterday, the set yesterday against Prisma, won't help him. Won't help him to fulfill the my prophecy that he's going to go to Platinum. Hey, Salmon7, Mihai 0-2 on Kilimanjaro, that's correct, and right now that this was his home map. If he suddenly finds 10 SOs, he might be able to push back. He might. If he suddenly finds SO, you know how during campaigns you just have a transport ship appearing from another map, from another land, just dropping reinforcements here? With reinforcements have arrived. Well, if 10 SOs are coming from somewhere else, yeah, maybe he will have a chance to push this back. But with 0 gold income, I'm afraid not. Well played from Miguel, taking the last game. I told you guys, every game counts.